In less than a minute, you can go online and buy signatures, hair, and even foot scrapings from serial killers. And while that may be distasteful to many of us, it's all perfectly legal. In a KVUE special assignment, Clara Tuma takes a look at one man's efforts to stop others from making crime pay.
At a time when you can buy almost anything online, it should be no surprise you can also buy this. Hair from Charles Manson, drawings from Danny Rolling, or a brick from an apartment where Jeffrey Dahmer once lived.
It's the most nauseating and disgusting feeling in the world.
Andy Kahn is so offended by memorabilia from serial killers, he's come up with a new name for them, murderabilia, and he's got quite a collection, including hair from the so-called Sunset Strip killer in California, fingernails from Roy Norris, who worried they would fall into the hands of a Haitian voodoo priest, and prison-issued socks from Lawrence Bittaker, who, along with Roy Norris, killed 5 teenagers in California in the late 1970s. So how much would somebody's fingernails cost?
$20.
He's also got serial killer playing cards.
You can see this comes in a body bag.
Board games and action figures.
It's a way for you to get close to that particular serial killer or high-profile murderer. You essentially own a piece of their soul.
But Kahn, who heads the mayor's crime victims office in Houston, isn't dazzled by the murderabilia on websites like Supernaut, Murder Auction, and prison-bound serial killers.
And I was dumbfounded and mesmerized, and at the same time also was under the false delusion that this wasn't legal. You can't be profiting after committing some of the most horrific, diabolical crimes known to mankind.
He bought as much as he could online, then set about trying to stop the commerce of crime. He enlisted an unusual ally, David Berkowitz, known as the Son of Sam, a New York serial killer, and the very guy after whom Son of Sam laws were named. Son of Sam laws prevent criminals and their friends from selling stories about the crimes. Some of the laws still exist, including here in Texas, but they have been struck down as an unconstitutional attack on free speech every time they've been challenged. What Kahn wants to do is stop the sale of murderabilia, such as a criminal's fingernails or artwork. He calls it notoriety for profit, and though they've never met, he and Berkowitz are now pen pals, and Berkowitz strongly supports Kahn's efforts. So far, 8 states, including Texas, have passed notoriety for profit laws, saying the state can take all profits from items that gain value from a criminal's notoriety. But all those laws do is deflate the profit of selling the item. There's no law against buying them anywhere in the country.
We kind of came up with the idea that the only way we're really going to truly battle this insidious, despicable industry is via federal law, because frankly you're dealing with interstate commerce.
Texas Senator John Cornyn introduced a bill in Congress in 2007 that would have made it illegal for inmates to ship items out of prison for sale, but the bill went nowhere. Still, Kahn persists, giving lectures and showing off his unusual collection.
You just shouldn't be able to rob, rape, and murder and then turn around and make a buck off of it. You know, as much as I'm a believer in free enterprise and capitalism, you have to draw the line somewhere.
I absolutely support his efforts.
Lori Bible has faced the murderabilia issue head-on. In 1991, her sister Colleen Reed was abducted from a South Austin car wash and murdered by serial killer Kenneth McDuff.
It's something I live with all the time. Birthdays, anniversaries.
McDuff was executed in 1998, but his signature is still for sale today. We found this envelope going for $295.
It's just sick that people would want to sell it, that people would want to buy it.
Bible has worked with Kahn and says she and other crime victims have a hard enough time surviving without making celebrities out of criminals and seeing how crime pays. Clara Tuma, KVUE News.